Hey guys, we're back for you with the semifinal of this JK Legacy event. Simultaneously happening is the Vintage Final. I was hoping to show this. I was looking forward to the awesome matchup. Seeing those guys, I wanted to watch those guys playing for that awesome trip to Japan. But alas, it was too few competitors. I think the competitors agreed that they didn't want to be playing for that. They just wanted the prize to be in cards for like kind of not that top heavy payout. And then the final just isn't the amazing event that I hoped it would be. Also, I would rather just instead be showing this semi-final match between, who are they now? Is it Thomas Ma against Philipp Jon? Oh, the Burg in the top 8. We had this guy in the feature match. I think I didn't make too much fun of his plays. Seemed pretty good what he was running with his castle. Philipp Jon also though. Let's see what he's going to pull out of the Phantasmal image this time. Such a sweet card. Copying everything. Usually you're making another Lord or another Silver Guild Adept, such versatility. I think I played like 3 images back then in my list, but this guy just has a fat 4. And boy did it work out. Sure it was a 4th 1-2 that came out. Anyway, Thomas Ma, I think is kind of like Grix's control deck almost. Has many removal and value cards. It's not Thomas Ma? Oh yeah. Oh, never mind, Thomas Ma, the lands guy. He's not Burg, that's the thing. No, never mind, that's Thomas Behle. Thomas Ma, hold on guys, I got a decklist problem here. Let me look. Thomas Ma, oh no, here it is. Burg. Isn't it? He has like Colorance Command. No, he has Colorance Command. I can see it on the list. I knew it. So like I'm saying, the coverage tried to distract me, but no. I managed to prevail, figuring out that indeed it is going to be the famous one and only Burg. Deathrite Shaman coming out on turn 1, excellent mana fixing, really its strongest suit in the Burg deck. Incidental disruption, usually very much appreciated. Against Philipp Jon with an H, by the way, I believe. Coverage P6s, thank you. In this matchup though, mainly will be generating mana off his own fetch lands, no less. Philipp Jon playing a bunch of basic lands only. Thomas Ma's Deathrite Shaman then later will either be used to snag on the creatures, gaining himself some life to make sure he doesn't die to the true name Nemesis. Alternatively, be removing those his own lightning bolt and stuff to just bam Philippe in the face. Already Tamogolf coming out attacking Thomas Ma wisely choosing not to remove all kinds of stuff from the graveyard to just buff up that Goyf for now. Does he have a fetch land? Oh, there is a fetch land in the graveyard already, so it doesn't. Yeah. I can see this. Anyway, the glare again real on Thomas Ma's side. Thomas Ma having double Force of Will in his hand. Lightning Bolt and another Deathrite Shaman. He can just now play Lightning Bolt on the Lord of Atlantis. I'm sure he wants to do it. Why doesn't he commit the other Shaman as well? Does he just want to like play around the days or something? I don't know if they have deck lists actually. Now there should be a Bolt. Does he have not red? Oh no, he can fetch it at any time though. This is the time now. Do it now. Force of Willing that guy. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. Do we have the final standings? Oh, there's Chalice on one. I keep confusing this with Ethervile. I don't know why I keep making this mistake. Again, I was asking myself, why doesn't he just tick it up? Freaking Ethervile. Huh? Oh, du musst was? Okay. It just looks like an Ethervile to me, and the one counter kills me all the time. Anyway. Philippe against Thomas Ma. Philippe now being hit in the face all the time. Of course, not on 26 Live anymore. I sent out my lovely assistant to keep providing me with the live tolls. Unfortunately, our actual human live toll bot had to leave. I will be handing this information to you in just a second, as soon as this can be figured out. Philippe probably on less than 26 Live. Thomas Ma also at least down to like 17. Philippe down to 8 already. Holy crap. Thomas Ma at a healthy 13 life? I don't know if this is the truth. Philippe going down to 6 already. Such a massacre. Thomas Ma making short work of him. Chalice for 1 not doing anything. Thomas Ma still so commanding. But what now? Lord of Atlantis? Does he have Island Walk himself? No, right? He only boosts everyone else. So, I don't know. Can that be the right life totals? Philippe maybe being at 13 life, because what's up with Thomas Ma? Why does he not want to attack with his Tarmogoyf? It's not like the Lord of Atlantis is going to be damage racing him now. I don't get what's going on at this moment. The flames are real. Check out the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you who speak German, this guy, an excellent insult. Hinting at my incompetence. Philippe taking 3 more damages from this Tamogorf attack, going down to 3 now. Really has 1 more turn to come up with something. Another Chalice of the Void. I guess. But like, isn't Thomas Ma... Now he can just touch it out. He can just use Deathrite Shaman and then play Lightning Bolt, have it get countered by the Chalice and not give a shit about it, just untap and eat it again. What is this? Ah, Thomas Ma did just pass the turn. Is playing it slow. Philip Yoon accepting that he is just dead now. Thomas Ma beating him too much down. Thomas Ma taking yet another game with the Burg. Alright, there was some unfamiliarity. I was kind of giving him shit earlier. Thomas Ma, I remember him making some sort of bad play. Anyway, it's all forgotten now. It is a long time ago. Now he's in the top 8, looking good. Totally had the handle on the situation. Philip Yoon just didn't get anything going. Had the chalice for one though, but kind of didn't even end up mattering. Thomas Ma expertly maneuvering that lightning bolt into the graveyard to just eat it with the Deathrite Charmer for the lethal damage. So strong. Philip Yoon just couldn't get anything going. Thomas Ma shut everything down. Now we're going to look to his sideboard. I'm sure he's going to bring in even more removal spells. I see that he's like a Vendilion Click that is probably going to come in. 2 Philosopher-Storms, I don't know. He only has like 4 Force of Will. I don't really think you want to be Philosopher-Storming that shit. He will most definitely be bringing in like the Fork Bolt. Then possibly the Diabolic Edict. And most definitely he has like 3 Pyroblasts. Those are going to be so strong. The Pyroblast, such a mighty card against any like Miracles or like blue-based combo deck of any sort. There's like so many decks that are not even all that blue and you still put in Pyroblast to just deal with some of the key cards. But against Philip Yoon, just every fucking card in his whole deck is blue pretty much. So Pyroblast is such a strong 1-mana counterspell / Vindicate or like other end whatever amazing utility. As I'm saying, Thomas Ma having access to 3 of those in the sideboard, I'm sure we will see those coming in. Those 3 and the Fork Bolt, absolutely. Then Vendilion Click I guess, just to kind of check if the air is clean, in case he needs to play through the Force, and get that 3-1 flyer down there to start flying over the board, or at least dealing with Kira in case they gets too crazy attacking in the air all the time. Vendilion Click also really nice, the 1 toughness doesn't even matter. Merfolk no removal. Merfolk on the other hand will be bringing in most definitely Flusterstorm, dealing with all the spells coming out of this Thomas Ma's crazy book. Then, Phyrexian Revoker possibly. Kira the Great Glassspinner for sure. That is going to be one of the main cards. Thomas Ma maybe even bringing in the Diabolic Edict to cleanly deal with it if he gets the chance. Dismember probably coming in from Merfolk to just deal with that fat Goyf. Phyrexian Revoker probably not that hot. We're looking at Matthias at Thomas Ma's list. We see that he has Deathrite Shaman, but I think he can just let it go. Anyway, your 2-1 isn't long for this world, and only delaying the Shaman a few times isn't going to be that big of a difference. So like, just don't go for it. Try, just keep all the value cards in, I would say, if you are the Merfolk man. Maybe do put in the Dismember so you can just deal with the fat Goyf. This guy definitely said about the losing in the top 8. I feel with him. It's just the crappiest prizes then only. Being in the top 8 does not guarantee you the awesome prize. Anyway, this seems like the kind of critique that my boss should still read about, to make sure that next time, if they really were in this nice condition, he should be giving out some nicer cards. And then again, man, though, you get it for free. You still get way more what you paid for, no matter how Spanish it is. You can just play it, trade away your good one, or sell that on MKM, whatever. Still a good stuff. I would be happy with that. JK obviously using this event to generate the revenue in the year of outright charging the people. Every euro that was paid in buy competitors went straight back out as prices in store value. So it was a really good deal. Unfortunately, Spanish indeed being kind of unpopular. I can see why somebody would have rather wanted to have an English one, but alas, it's not for everyone. Okay, Philip Young with the actual Etherval this time. I took a really close look. I'm not getting confused. He already using it to put in the curse catcher. Thomas Ma going to respond to this, cracking the fetch land, and then, but what is he gonna do though? Is he gonna abrupt decay that Etherval? I think he might. Although I don't know if I'm liking this play. He has quite a lot of removal, so he could easily just try to kill all the threats coming off Philip Young's deck. Philip Young, unless he has DI, Silvergill Adepts, not be able to muster any significant sort of card advantage. Thomas Ma just absolutely brimming with removal. Anyway, Tarmogoyf coming down, but Lord of Atlantis is so much more threatening. Chalice for 1, finally. Annoying Thomas Ma again. He managed to win through it last game, but now this is pretty sad. Lord of Atlantis is granting Island Walk. Curse Catcher totally 2-2 unblockable right away. Goes from total dud to all of a sudden entering the damage race, starting to finish off Thomas Ma, who's looking to be in a pretty poor spot right now. Unless we can get a better look at his hand, who does seem to be pretty stacked. Brainstorm just countering it. Thomas Ma putting it in the graveyard. I don't even know, man. What was that all about? Is it to buff the Goyf? Was there maybe not an instant in the graveyard? I think so. Because I see him pointing at it, but then again, I still would have liked it better if he at least attacked first, made sure that there was no blocks from his opponent, so that then he can totally put it into the graveyard to really get that 1 damage too. Personally, I'm still not liking it. Thomas Ma just needs to let this resolve, now even bigger. Lord of Atlantis getting buffed as well. It's like 6 damage is unblockable to the face. Thomas Ma not loving his spot right now. Swiftly, even way more swiftly than when he got up 1-0. He is going to be back down to 1-1. Thomas Ma trying to make something happen here. He needs removal, but this Chalice is just so strong. Golgari, Charm, Brainstorm, all not going to do it. And he just has to scoop it up. Unbelievable. Chalice of the Void for 1, totally ruining his day. Hard to believe he had... No, actually he did have a whole shit ton of cards for 1 mana. Holy crap. That's really quite going to be the issue for Thomas Ma. He better have brought in those Golgari Charm also. I forgot about the Chalice of the Void. I wonder why he abrupt decayed that Etherval. That is always like a pretty dodgy proposition at best. You're really basically banking on the fact that this significant tempo advantage will do you in, whereas I think he should have more expected to be able to deal with everything anyway, no matter how timely it enters play via the Etherval, and to just make sure that he has that removal for those threats. Again, we've seen the Etherval doing nothing, Philip John just hardcasting everything anyway, so what, he has to tap 2 islands, Chalice of the Void comes down, you know he plays a bunch of them, totally ruins your day. Hand is stacked with 1 mana spells, nothing you can do about it, so I don't know, Thomas, if that was the nice decision. Thomas Ma's Burg play. It was dodgy before, I'm still loving the deck though, still loving it more than Thomas Ma though. I think that was the exact line too that I used it earlier. Loving the deck more than his plays, which says more about the deck than about this dude, but then again now, I don't know. Also this Brainstorm play, I really don't think that was worth it doing that extra damage. He should just hope to top deck, Abrupt Decay, and then use Brainstorm to get more action going, and not kind of throw it away like that to go for the cute play, buffing his Tarmogoyf. I mean, it was nice in game 1, where he managed to get it into the graveyard just for the lethal Deathrite Shaman activation, but like now, that just looked kind of poor. Almost like he didn't even do it on purpose, kind of Philip John pointing at the Chalice. Maybe this being the kind of situation that that we saw the Elves guy, where he was... Oh no, it was definitely not this situation all this time. Thomas Ma maybe just thinking to cheekily try to resolve it. It's not like he played it and then put it in the graveyard and said, yo, my Golf is going to be buffed. He was waiting for Philip Young to not miss that trigger, of course, as is his right. But so he might have been actually hoping for that and just settling for the buff on the Golf as consolation prize, which is also why he didn't do it maybe after his creature already wasn't blocked. Instead, assuming that he will just play Brainstorm right now like it's the most normal thing in the world, hope Philip Young for some reason blacks out, doesn't think about his Chalice some more, and whereas otherwise it would just most definitely raise more suspicion as to why exactly this is happening right now. Ja, ist es auf lautlos? Okay. Now though, I don't see any significant changes to the sideboard. I really hope Thomas Ma will have already brought in those Golgari Charm to deal, of course he will have brought it in, to deal with the two-name Nemesis. I can't believe I forgot about this. So they are most definitely in his deck right now. Could have been available to defeat that Chalice of the Void. Wasn't happening though. Thomas Ma, I think, needing to take the mulligan right here, is going to be on the play for the final game. Let's see if this can slowly turn around by Thomas. Philipp Jon just as convincingly as I thought it should be going down, and what it looked from game 1, did Philipp Jon just do Thomas Ma in game 2? He had nothing going on. Philipp Jon easily defeating him with Sun Lords, Island Watchers being such an unfair ability against people playing islands and creatures at the same time, which is quite a lot of them in Legacy as it is, so Merfolk always such a good choice. Easy to play too. Gotta hand it to everyone who's playing that deck though.
Actually, I want Merfolk to win. I really like Merfolk. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm kind of back and forth about this because I really like the book.
Yeah, I also like this
But this
deck,
Thomas Ma dude, I don't know, man. Philipp Jon looking better and better
he's
in
from
comparison to this other guy.
Right? Is he?
Philipp Jon?
No, Thomas Ma.
Thomas Ma is possible, yeah. He does have a very Czech name. I think we were seeing him earlier. For some reason, though.
Yeah, we did see him
We
earlier.
also, at first I thought it was this dance guy, but no, that was like even something else.
Philipp Jon is German. Obviously.
Philipp Jon, yeah. Well, maybe it's like Philip John and he's from the US. Because actually, there is people from the US playing in this tournament that are like in Kassel or whatever, like or Würzburg or something. There is like US military station here. And I've already talked to some guys who told me they originally hailed from Connecticut. And yeah, maybe it's actually one of them, dude. Philip John, I don't know, because I have rarely heard of anybody called Jon with last name in Germany. I don't even know. Unfortunately, his DCI number not giving me any hint as to his whereabouts, continentally speaking. Anyway, is here. So, Loki Bree telling me that it is a German dude, in fact, Philipp Jon. Kind of playing the, what the hell is this? I think it's either Val promo version onto the table from the from the Vault 20 or something. Meanwhile, in the other semifinal, I don't know how this happened, because while we were watching this, actually Miracles making it through to the final, even though their semifinal hasn't even started yet while we're watching this. So he just kind of managed to dispatch his opponent in a swift manner. Maybe this final won't be that long after all. It's pretty early in the day, actually. Only 8:45. I thought I was going to be home way later. Anyway, Silvergill Adept, such a strong card against the strategy of Thomas Ma. Thomas Ma looking to grind out everything. Now, if only he doesn't overextend the turn 3.
Deswegen kapiere ich nicht, was damit meinte. Ob weißt du?
The turn 3 two-name Nemesis. Oh no, there it is. Now imagine Thomas Ma coming around with the Golgari Charm right now. What a blow-up it would be, but he doesn't have it. Instead, having to go for the days, for whatever reason, rather bouncing land and paying the 2 mana. Now, missing the land drop. Taking the 2 damage, though, from the Silvergill Adept. Thomas Ma now wasting the Mutavault, denying Philipp Jon the opportunity, but again, his Elfish Visionary on steroids is in play. Down comes the Lord, buffing it even further. 3 damages will be sent Thomas Ma's direction. In response to the Curse Catcher, though, he will surely just Lightning Bolt the Lord, keeping it in check, making sure that if he ever finds a creature, he can still block it. Going to 16 and then later to like 14, though, in this turn anyway. Thomas Ma needs to find something. Because otherwise these dorks from Philipp Jon are gonna do him in sooner or later. He still has some time. So he's not in a big hurry, but it's already not looking good. if the plays keep following up at this pace, he really needs Philipp Jon to hit some bad turns so he can play catch up. He already has 2 dudes on the table. Now doesn't have any play. So ridiculous. Philipp Jon can just... His hand looks pretty strong. Another curse catcher. Chalice of the Void 4-1. No doubt, really defeating Thomas Mar at this point. I don't know why he chose to not force it. Maybe he needed to force it actually. I don't know. What is this other card? Thomas Mar just... His deck unraveling. The onslaught of Philipp Jon, this Chalice for 1, so good all the time. Now there comes the Lord. Boy, this is hefty damage. What is the other blue card in Thomas Mar's hand? I don't even know. Ah, Snapcaster. Okay. Thomas Mar, that's it. He is done. Losing the game. Philipp Jon taking it. 2-1. Impressive overcoming my Thomas Mar's Burg. Thomas Mar not playing it perfectly. Still the matchup was pretty awkward. Philipp Jon though managed to take it. Winning out over Thomas Mar. Well done. His Chalice for 1 really made the difference. Such a hoser card. And he has a 4 in the main deck. Are we going to the final right now or what? Coverage? Okay. So don't go away, guys. The semi-final is done, but so is the other semi-final. And now we're going to be watching the final, Merfolk against Miracles. I am sure that the Miracles player actually has a pretty good chance there. The Merfolk dude has nothing but Force of Will. Game 1, the Miracles man needs to take game 1, this much is for sure. After game 1, what's going to happen? Flusterstorm will come in.
Merfolk has Cavern of Souls. And a lot of card advantage.
Well, Merfolk has a little card advantage. It doesn't have a lot of card advantage. And it has Cavern of Souls indeed.